Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a couple of kooky, crazy kids in love that love doing some reaction videos together.
Yeah, we do.
And this is a Triple Trailer Tuesday, people!
Woohoo!
Well, a triple intro Tuesday today, because we got 3 intros from Fallout. We got an intro from Fallout 76, from New Vegas, and from Fallout 4. So we heard the intros were really good for Fallout, and we're going to check those out. And yeah, so we did a Fallout celebration video for a bunch of trailers from Fallout. So we're really into like the dark and the depressing and the nuclear, post-apocalyptic stuff. So
Yeah.
super happy fun times. All right, are you ready?
I mean, as ready as I'll ever be.
Okay.
$2025? Is that the end of the world? It's
Yep.
coming out soon?
Guess so.
Okay. Cool. Great.
Get that bucket list together.
Standing alone.
Oh! Sweet shot. Oh!
Now that was a sweet shot.
That's a sweet shot, yeah.
How the detail on the moon up there.
That's what Winston is. Even in New Vegas, they're burying people in the desert.
War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of
Bear with two
democracy
heads.
and the rule of law. As the Republic grew,
Radiation.
so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drones beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots.
If his name's
You
Mr.
are
House,
a cur.
also his wings.
Hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Oh crap. It's quite a way to start.
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-karat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
War. War never changes. In the year 1945, my
What's it
great-great-grandfather,
say? Look like I thought it was a minority.
serving in the army, wondered when he'd get to go home to his wife and the son he'd never seen. He got his wish when the U.S. ended World War II by dropping atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The world awaited Armageddon. Instead, something miraculous happened. We began to use atomic energy not as a weapon, but as a nearly limitless source of power. People enjoyed luxuries once thought the realm of science fiction. Domestic robots, fusion-powered cars, portable computers.
AKA cell phones.
In the 21st century, people awoke from the American dream. Years of consumption led to shortages of every major resource. The entire world unraveled. Peace became a distant memory. It is now the year 2077. We stand on the brink of total war. And I am afraid. For myself. For my wife. For my infant son. Because if my time in the army taught me one thing, it's that war never changes.
War never changes. In 1776, this great nation accepted that armed conflict was the only way to preserve our rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If our founding fathers could only see us now. From Antietam to Amiens, Okinawa to Anchorage, we have fought. And now, the Red Menace is at our doorstep. Democracy itself is under threat of annihilation. That is why today, July 4th, 2076, 300 years after our great nation began, we gather together to honor the completion of Vault 76. This sprawling underground shelter may have been engineered by Vault-Tec, but it was built by you, the good people of America. So that if the bombs do come, if the end does come, our way of life will endure. But not everyone will be saved. Those chosen to enter this vault must be our best and our brightest. For when the fighting is stopped and the fallout has settled, you must rebuild. Not just walls, not just buildings, but hearts and minds, and ultimately, America itself. So as we stand here today, we pray that the world will know peace. But if that is not our destiny, if war must come, we stand together knowing that here in Vault 76, our future begins.
Super happy fun times. Very well done. I think Fallout New Vegas was my favorite one because it was like the most like somewhat detached from reality. Like Fallout 4 felt a little bit too close to home. I liked Fallout New Vegas's vibe kind of. So I thought it kind of felt more fun and like a game.
That's fair.
What do you think?
I was really struck by the line, "Wars never change."
Yeah, that was the theme.
And it just made me think of, you know, if you can travel, to do so, because I think meeting people from other places and other cultures and other belief systems from all over the world is kind of how we combat the hate and intolerance, which can very often lead to war. I mean, of course, there are like the people in power who want their country to be on top or this or, you know, obviously there are larger things at play here with this talk of resources running out and everything else, which I think hit a little bit too close to home as we talk about global warming and a water shortage in Southern California and all these other things. It's feeling a little bit too real for my taste.
Yeah.
But it did just make me think of like, people get sent off to war to kill people who, under other circumstances, they might grab a beer with in a pub if they happen to be traveling to that country and meet that person on the street. It's it is the real tragedy of war, and that is a part of it that will never change, no matter what weapons are created and how much the specifics of the killing each other may change. The root of it always is that tragedy.
What I also liked about the Vegas one, the New Vegas one, was how like Vegas was like the one place that was like sort of like untouched and was like sort of so much different than the rest of the world. Because like if you've ever been to Vegas, that's kind of how it is now. Like it is just so like its own place, its own universe. I'm not a really big fan of Vegas at all, but it is definitely an experience, and it definitely like seems like you are in another world when you are in Vegas, and only Vegas exists at that point in time.
I mean, like, daylight hours aren't even observed.
Yeah,
It is-
exactly.
It's
It's just
entering the Twilight Zone.
yeah, and I mean, you could really lose yourself in that one. So I kind of like that how they did that.
I like the faces of the cops, the cartoon faces of the cops that were on the robots. That just stuck out to me. I was just like, you know, if you're gonna pick a face of a cop, that feels kind of like the right one.
Yeah, exactly. Let us know what you thought about these down below in the comments, and more suggestions for Fallout stuff to check out. We've been told to check out some stuff about the vaults and how like truly creepy they are. Yeah.
This does very much have that whole like, ooh, the government propaganda video. Like, come to our vaults. It's going to be the hope of the future and everything's great. And look at the kids. They're drinking and partying down in the vault because they're so ready to be the new hope of the world.
And only the elite people get to go in there. It's like, oh, you're chosen because you're super smart and you're super elite. But really, we're going to do experiments on you.
Super happy fun times.
Thanks so much for checking out our reaction for this triple trailer intro Tuesday for Fallout. Fallout 76, 4, and New Vegas, but just keep in mind
That our reaction is definitely not definitive.